Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans. We're back with another video. Today's video we're going to be going over our April paycheck number 1 budget closeout. So our pay period is over. I'm done spending what I'm going to spend on this budget. So I figured I would just do the video now and get it closed out because I have gotten paid my second paycheck of the month. So let's just get into the video. So just to summarize this paycheck, we started with rollover of $127.38. We are going to be ending with a rollover of $357.74, and we will get to see why in just a minute. So for income this check, we totaled out at $765.96. That was paycheck, and that was just other income that I got from some different sources, and we'll go over that real quick. So paycheck was $2,082.64. I did deposit the rest of my month ahead sinking fund cash, which was $14. I deposited $138 from my trash bill sinking fund. I deposited $39.49. It was just basically a transfer from our household savings account to my account so that I could pay my card back for the cat trap we had to buy. And then I received a very much welcomed refund check in the mail for my toll tag. So you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, that I did sell my old car that broke down on me, and it had a toll tag on it for many years, and I no longer needed that toll tag because it is vehicle specific. So since I didn't have that car anymore, if I did transfer that to a different car, then I would need to basically get a new tag anyway. So I went ahead and closed my account because that was the only thing I had on there, and they said they owed me a refund of $22.16. So yay for that. I got some money back on that. My son transferred me $66 for his cell phone bill, got 2 cents in interest, and my husband transferred me quite a bit of money this go around just to help out, because we are on a debt-free journey, and we did have some unexpected expenses, and we'll get into that a little bit more because this has been a crazy little bit of a 2-week period here. But he transferred me $100. That was one transfer of $100, and we'll get into the reason why. My son transferred me $200 that he normally contributes. My husband transferred me another $107. This is for our DirecTV bill. I also received another refund check of $9.65 for overpayment on my loan number 1 that I paid off and transferred to my balance transfer card. They said I overpaid, so they refunded me $9.65 back. So that was another refund check that I got. So that was awesome. My husband also transferred me $70 for 2 different times that we had to order out. And then I did sell something on Facebook Marketplace, and that was $47. So that was also awesome. Definitely need that. And then my daughter transferred $40 in for her cell phone bill. So yeah, you guys, so that was, definitely quite a bit of income there, just from different sources that definitely helped out the budget this time around. So we ended with $2,765.96 in income. So let's get into, we'll go over savings first because that's pretty quick. So savings, we did save our $125 into our house savings sinking funds. That is definitely always done every paycheck off the top, no matter what. So for bills, we definitely paid some bills. This check is usually bill heavy. I like to get everything out of the way for the month. So you'll see that when we go over my second paycheck is really, there's only like 1 bill. And I probably could even pay it on this paycheck. I just have chosen not to. But I may do that so that my second check is really free of all bills. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I like to just get the stuff, everything out of the way at the beginning of the month. I've just kind of gotten to the point where I just like doing it that way, just so that I know everything's out of the way for the month and I can do whatever the rest of the month and know that everything has gotten paid and taken care of, and you know, that's it. So okay, so we'll go over the bills real quick. Our electric bill came out at $145.03. I should start getting on the balanced budget billing come next month, which would definitely help out the budget so that my bills are more static and not so variable, because this is really the one that tends to vary a lot. So what I'll do is I'm going to maybe have like a little sinking fund for it. So because on the bill, it'll show you the breakdown of what your bill was, what you were billed, and like your deficit or your, you know, like your average billing amount. So basically, and this is probably good for anybody that's really trying to get their bills like fixed. So we have done this like on my mom's account. When we get to her video, we'll talk about it. I know I've talked about it already in the April budget video, but we'll talk about it again because she finally has gotten it settled out. So we'll get an update on that in that video. But for mine, I was able to do mine right away. So it's going to be $213 going forward, but like on a month when it's less, like this month. So it goes like you get a fixed amount. They figure out what your average is. They give you that fixed amount. You pay that fixed amount for however many months. So they told me for mine, it's going to be 6 months to start off. You pay that fixed amount for 6 months. Then after the 6 months, they'll review and basically true up your account. So if you've overpaid, they'll give you, you know, a credit on your next bill. So like your 7-month bill. If you have underpaid and you owe, then your 7-month bill will be a little bit more. So I think that may work out for me. But anyways, on my bill every month, I'll be able to see how I'm trending on the usage, and I'll be able to see what that amount is going to be over time. So I can just save up for it if I know that it's going to be more, and I can just put extra money to the side. So on that 7th month, I don't really feel it, but every other month would be stagnant. So I think I'm going to like that better. I like having set amounts every month, so I know what I can depend on. As far as, you know, income goes, for planning purposes, you know. So I think that I will like that. I've never done that before because I was kind of scared of it, but now in this debt payoff journey, I think that's going to be more beneficial to me to just pay that certain amount, and maybe on that 7th month I don't even have a bill. So we'll see how that goes, but for now, it's this month should be the last month that I'm just paying whatever the amount would be, and then come next month I should be on the, you know, average budget billing, so it should be fixed at $213. So we'll see when my new bill comes out in the next couple of days, and I'll be able to see what that's going to be going forward, so I can show you guys. So next we paid Netflix for $16.54. We paid Peacock for $6.39. We paid our cell phone bill for $297.19. I'm so glad that's kind of back to normal. We paid Spotify for $18.14. Paid our car wash subscription for $30. We paid our internet bill for $69.99. And again, this is another one that I was working on, and so we finally got that one settled out. And that one as well is going to be, it should be about $20, I believe, $20 going forward. So this month I'll be paying. Next month I should have a credit. So next month I probably won't even have a bill due. And then the next month after that, I should still have like a $20 credit. So I may not even have a bill the next month as well. So I may not even have a bill till, let's say, like June, maybe July. So, and if anything, I'll even owe just a couple bucks. So I do need to pay this $69.99 this month, and then come next month is the amount will change. It just, when I called and to confirm, they said that I had made the changes too close to my billing cycle, so my changes didn't get picked up in time to, you know, take effect now. So it's going to take effect for sure on my next billing cycle. So we'll see what it changes to after this. I'll keep you guys posted. So we did pay our trash bill for $137.75. and this is due quarterly, so we don't pay this bill every month, but I do have a sinking fund for it, so I am saving for it every month. And then I just take that money, and once I saved it up every 3 months, I go deposit it in the bank, and I make this bill payment, and then with my credit card, and then pay my credit card back with the cash that was deposited. So pretty simple. We did budget $100 for DirecTV, but as you can see, DirecTV came in at $105.67, and that was because when they sent the email saying, hey, you signed up or whatever, they said it's going to be $100 plus taxes and fees, and we didn't know what that was going to be. So they said it was going to be like $98 or something plus fees and taxes, and I didn't know how much it was going to be. So I budgeted $100, but it came out at $105. So and my husband transferred $107 from his paycheck to pay for that subscription. So that didn't necessarily come out of my budget, although I didn't know that he was going to do that. So that was awesome. And then Paramount Plus, and so this will be like, our DirecTV is going to be just for a few months during the baseball season. Once baseball season's over, we'll definitely not be having DirecTV because we just don't watch enough TV to warrant having DirecTV. So a while back, whenever I got into budgeting last summer, we went ahead and canceled it because we had been paying for it for a long time, but yet we weren't getting enough use out of it. And so I was like, I can't justify to keep paying for it if we're not watching a whole lot of TV. So we don't like commercials anyways, so we gravitate towards watching stuff that's on streaming subscriptions that we don't have to watch commercials and stuff like that. So yeah, so we just basically have it to watch baseball games and, you know, during the MLB season, and then once that's done, we'll cancel that until the next season. So yeah, so we have Paramount Plus for $6.48. So that was it for bills. We were just over $5.67 as to what was budgeted. So not too bad there. Next for debt. So debt is kind of a sad situation this month with everything going on that we have coming up. I have a wedding coming up. I have 2 trips coming up, and everything needs to be paid for, you know, like coming up. So I needed to kind of like take a step back from debt payments this month and part of next month to be able to make all of that happen and not have to go into debt for it. So my Discover payment is going to be a little light this month, but we still managed to squeeze out $400 nonetheless. So I'm definitely happy about that. So we did pay our loan number 1 for $190. That is my balance transfer card now. And they still haven't updated my billing date, like my due date for when it's due. I wanted it to be due on the 1st or on the 2nd is what they said. It's still showing due on the 17th. So I am going to call tomorrow and I am going to confirm that is going to change. I understand it probably may take 1 or 2 billing cycles. It's only been like 1, so, or it hasn't even been 1 yet. This would be the first billing cycle, so maybe it just hasn't taken effect yet, but I want to confirm that change was done. So I kind of been holding on to this money. I have it put aside in my savings just to hold on to it so that in the event that I did need to make that payment, I could make it. I was hoping that I didn't have to make it this month so that I could pay it towards my Discover card, but it's not really looking like that's going to happen. So I'm going to find out tomorrow. We did pay our Discover for $400 and our pays and payment came out for $53.94. And this is a medical bill that I'm working on paying off for my surgery I had in November. My TJ Maxx credit card, I needed to pay $50, and my Macy's card needed to pay $50. So let's go over to variables, and this is where we're winning this month on our savings, you guys. For groceries, we budgeted $400, but you guys, if you guys have been watching my videos, you remember that I did a big Sam's haul of meat, and I spent like $160 on meat, and y'all, that meat is still lasting. So we still have meat. So my grocery bill has been really light the last few weeks since I did that. This is the second time that I've done that. So my grocery bill has been really light because I haven't had to buy meat every week. I've bought it. I spent $160 during one paycheck, and then the rest of the month, you know, I'm just buying odds and ends of things to make meals with. And I've been, you know, this paycheck, I wasn't able to meal plan as much as I would have liked. It was a little rough. So if you guys are new here, I work in accounting. And if you know, the first of the month, the first week of the month, actually the first like 10, 15 days are really rough. I'm kind of done now. The hump is over. So I'm back to a normal schedule. But last week was really a grind. I was working late every day from Tuesday to Friday. And then I had to go back, you know, this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and continue, you know, working some long days. So we're done. That's over with. And so last week, I was so tired to cook or do anything. So last week we did have to eat out a couple times because I just could not get it together to get home on time to cook at an appropriate time. So my husband kind of fended for dinner, and that's why we had to eat out a couple times. And that's why we are over budget on eating out, because I had to, since I didn't cook, I had to buy lunch for myself. I managed to scrape something together for my husband to have for lunch, but a couple of days last week, I had to buy lunch out. We also ate dinner out because I just did not have the time and availability to cook. So two things happened. So therefore, you know, but also even with that, we still managed to save money on groceries and gas because we didn't need a whole lot, since we were stocked up on meat and have been meal planning, you know, what we're eating and kind of like eating out of our pantry and stuff like that. So that saved us. So we had $155 overall left in our budget for last week. So that was amazing. That was mostly attributed to our grocery bill being, you know, having money left over in our grocery budget. I budgeted $400 for, I guess it'd be like 2.5 weeks almost. And we didn't even really use all of that money like I thought we would. So that's awesome. Yep. That's really awesome. So yay for that. We're rolling it over. So yeah, so we ended this budget with $357.74. So that is awesome, because we started with $127. So we kind of like doubled that almost, you know, for over the last 2 weeks, which we'll definitely need that in our next budget if you guys stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end this video. And that was everything we spent our paycheck number 1. See you guys in the next one. Bye.